What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the second video of the day, another AEW versus IMPACT Dream Match List video. I'm fucking milking this for as much content as I can get. This is the second video today. There'll be one tomorrow, and then a review of Final Resolution will be posted on Sunday. Now, same rules apply as my video from earlier today. I won't be going down the obvious routes. The more, I do go down two of the obvious routes, but I made sure to leave out the champ versus champ thing. So there's not Deonna Purrazzo versus Hikaru Shida on this list, even though I would love to see that match. Everyone's thinking about that. There are two here that they are very obvious ones. You're probably able to guess which ones they are. And also, like the men's video from earlier, I made sure to only use someone once. So as much as I would love to see Hikaru Shida wrestle Jordan Grace, or Deonna Purrazzo as well, or Kimberly, or just anyone, I'm keeping it to one entry per wrestler. And actually looking at it, Hikaru Shida is a bad example. I've not included her on this list simply because I couldn't narrow it down to the one I wanted to see the most, because I do just want to see her kick everyone really hard. Killer Kelly, if she's signed, that's probably the one. Just thinking about that, I've not. Killer Kelly is on here. I'm not sure if she's signed properly yet. There's one match I would rather see Killer Kelly in before that, so left her off this list. Although, just know that I do want to see Hikaru Shida wrestle every single person in the world. I think she's fantastic. So let's just crack on with it then. At number 10, I have Kimberly versus Penelope Ford. Kimberly and Penelope Ford are both very, very good wrestlers at the start of their prime. And they're also very underrated, I would say. Sometimes overshadowed by their romantic partners in a way. I've not put this down for this parallel. I just think both of them stylistically would be a very good match. But obviously, Kimberly married to Zachary Wentz of the Rascals, and Penelope Ford was in a relationship with Joey Janela for a while and is now engaged to be married to Kip Sabian. I think these two are both very athletic, hard-hitting, like clean, smooth, but also like gritty, dirty wrestlers when they need to be. And I just think a Penelope Ford and Kimberly match would be very entertaining. It's one that I don't think a lot of people have. When you're drawing out these dream matches, they're not really coming up in a lot of lists that I'm seeing, either of these women, and I would really like to see this match. And at number 9 now, we have Kiera Hogan wrestling her girlfriend, Diamante. Not really much else to say. In fact, there's now realised 3 quite obvious ones. Kiera Hogan and Diamante are really good wrestlers in their own right. And I would just like to see them have a match the same way that Bea Priestley wrestled Will Ospreay at the start of the year at that No Fans Monday show? No Fans Tuesday or Monday, whatever it was. They just beat the shit out of each other because, they don't care to piss each other off, they're going out. And I would like to see Diamante wrestle Kiera Hogan, just so none of them would really hold back. For both of them, a lot of what they've done this year has been restricted to a tag team role. With their work, Diamante with Ivelisse and Kiera Hogan with Tasha Steelz. And obviously, those tag teams are great. But I would like to see both of them sort of break out their shell a little bit, as I would with Ivelisse and Tasha Steelz as well. Let's see all 4 of them sort of break out a little bit. Obviously, keep the tag teams intact. But I would love to see these two wrestle each other and ideally just beat the shit out of each other. It'd be class. And at number 8, I have Madison Rayne and Ty Conti. This one just purely because I think they're both very underrated. No one really wants to give Madison Rayne the real level. I don't see a lot of people really give Madison Rayne the level of props that she deserves. People just go, oh, she was in the Beautiful People. Who cares about the Beautiful People? She could wrestle though. She had that going for her. Madison Rayne is fantastic. A five-time Knockouts champion, 2-time Knockouts tag team champion. I would say probably worth a slot in the Impact Hall of Fame one day. And Ty Conti on a sort of similar level. She's a bit of an NXT bust. She did good things in NXT, but overall was a bit of a bust. Got released, I think this year. I think in the big MASH release at the start of the pandemic. And Ty Conti also doesn't really get her due for just how good she is. And I would like to see this match for many reasons. I think their styles would match up very well with each other, but also it'd be a good platform for both of them to show just how much they can do. Obviously, Madison Rayne's slowly phasing her way out of and being an active in-ring competitor. She's most of a commentator these days, but does wrestle. She was in the tag tournament and she's wrestled on pay-per-views and stuff recently. And I just think, Madison Rayne in all this could have a lot of really good matches to have a big definitive couple matches before, she rides off into the sunset and hangs up the boots. And at number 7, Killer Kelly and Big Swole. I don't have much to say on this one except for the fact they're two scrappers. They are just two... Scrappers is the only word I can describe. Swole's a lot more flashy, a lot more, upbeat, because Killer Kelly is a lot more, technical. She just wrestled in Bloodsport. This year was a one-night mini tournament on Bloodsport this year. Swole is obviously big and strong and swole and a hard hitter, much like Killer Kelly. And I think stylistically the pair of them would have a fantastic match with each other. I know Killer Kelly's Portuguese, English isn't her first language, but she's been paired with Renee Michelle, who is a very good talker. Swole is a very good talker. I would like to see some of this going on. A bit of Renee Michelle and Killer Kelly fighting Big Swole. And at number 6, we have another really obvious one, Abaddon versus Su Yung. Both are undead evil demon women. Both are very good in the ring. The difference is, I saw a photo of, people were saying it was Abaddon, a photo circulated of what is apparently Abaddon without the makeup on. And she's pretty. If this person was, she looks like, a pretty woman. But her commitment to the Abaddon character is so complete. There's no eyebrows going on. She just doesn't look. She's quite uncomfortable to watch at times. But I like. And the thing with Su Yung is you can tell under all the undead bride makeup, Su Yung is a good looking woman. But Abaddon's just so committed to it. Maybe get Susie involved in this, make it even creepier. In the build up, I just think Abaddon and Su Yung, both of them have a sort of mist thing going on as well. Just creepy undead zombie demon woman, and I would love to see this match. And at number 5, we have Rosemary and Anna Jay. Nothing really story-wise for this. I just really like how both of them wrestle, and I think it'd be another chance for Anna Jay to show just how good she is in the ring. She's only 22, she's a year older than me. Her match against Shida at the Nightmare Factory tapings was her 7th match ever. So, she's probably not even in the high double digits of matches forever, and she's already improving at a rate of knots. She is absolutely incredible. And another veteran like Rosemary to bring her out of her shell and just add another facet to the game of Anna Jay whilst having a fantastic match. I would love to see that on a pay-per-view or something. Give it 15-20 minutes, give them total creative freedom, just say, Rosemary's winning or Anna Jay's winning, and just clash. Also, there's a bit of a sort of stylistic thing as also Rosemary's another sort of undead culty person. She's less undead than Su Yung, and Anna Jay is in a spooky cult over on AEW in the Dark Order. At number 4, we have just a battle of two champions, two unbelievable technicians. I would love to see Deonna Purrazzo take on Serena Deeb. Deonna Purrazzo is going around calling herself the best women's technical wrestler in the world, and I think you'd be hard-pressed to disagree with that. Maybe only Charlotte Flair and Serena Deeb can compare, in my eyes anyway. And I think a match with Serena Deeb would be fantastic. I know I was saying I was trying to stay away from champion versus champion things here, and I kind of slipped my mind that Serena Deeb was the NWA Women's World Champion up until I started reading this out. But Serena Deeb is such a complete technical wrestler. She's been around the block 1,000,001 times, and is only finally getting the run she's really truly deserved on a major stage. Deonna Purrazzo as well was someone who, much like Ty Conti, was seen as a bit of an NXT bust, if you will. They just never had something for her at the right time. I think she was in the Royal Rumble or something this year. She did appear on maybe a Raw or something this year. I remember she tweeted a photo of her on WWE TV, in front of a crowd this year. And now she is the Impact World Women's Champion. She had those incredible series of matches with Jordan Grace. The stuff with Su Young's been great. Deonna has really came into her own this year, and Serena Deeb seems like the perfect foil for her. Now we hit the podium with a bronze medal, and at number 3, Taya Valkyrie and Chris Statlander. Just once again, this is one of those matches I don't know what the story would necessarily be. Both of them are two of the biggest tallest, like, biggest, like, physically imposing women in either division. And they're also two of the best. Taya Valkyrie obviously this year set the record for the longest ever run with the Knockouts Championship. And it was the longest ever run with the championship in Impact. Maybe the North broke it with their record-setting tag title reign. But they're not, I wouldn't classify them as horse wrestlers just yet. But they're close. And you know me, I love a horse fight. So Taya Valkyrie and Chris Statlander, if you were to tell me that was happening on pay-per-view, I'd sit down with my popcorn. Speaking of horse fights, the silver medal goes to the hypothetical match of, I feel like this one we're probably going to get, Havoc and Nyla Rose. Two big, beefy women who are very good at the wrestling and hit very hard and have similar styles. They're both like freakishly athletic for their size. They hit like a ton of bricks. They look $1,001,000. And I would just think, this is all as like visually an obvious one. And I would just love to see them, tear the house down, beat the shit out of each other. It's just simple as. And number one, I just think I just went for a match I would like to see, and looking at it written down, I've realised it's arguably the two biggest wrestlers on either women's roster. I know for a fact Jordynne Grace is in this match, is the biggest name knockout. And I would love to see her wrestle Britt Baker. One, the promos would be fantastic. Two, the characters are so perfectly opposite for each other. Britt is this spoiled, entitled, arsehole narcissist who's brilliant at what she does and knows it. And Jordynne is just this plucky, easy to cheer for, incredible babyface with just this streak of fire in her that is unbeatable. Jordynne Grace is probably my favourite women's wrestler. And I hate saying stuff like that, because I hate to say Jordynne Grace is my favourite women's wrestler, because it's not like a genre of wrestling. It's not like in the way that Zack Sabre Jr. is my favourite technical wrestler, or Rey Mysterio is my favourite luchador. Jordynne Grace is one of my favourite wrestlers, top 3 in the world. But she is the highest ranking woman on my list, I guess. And I hate hitting it with that qualifier, but in terms of women's division dream matches, this has to be up there. They are the two biggest stars in either division. Jordynne Grace and Britt are two of the best wrestlers in the world, irrespective of gender. And I would love to see them be given like 20 minutes on an episode of Dynamite, or even 30 minutes on a pay-per-view. So that's it for this video, the second video of the day. Let me know what you thought. If you thought I missed out anyone or any other dream matches, leave them in the comments down below. Tomorrow I'll be back with the big one, the tag team one, because both of those companies care about their tag divisions. Hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new, leave a like if you did enjoy the video, and share this around to all your friends who watch wrestling. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.